Hey everybody, it's me, Alex, once again, and today we're going to be doing somewhat of a different review, not usually something I would go for in terms of the genre, but today we're going to be reviewing Destruction Derby 64. Now, I've played Destruction Derby 64 ever since I was a kid. I absolutely love this game, and I don't hear anybody talking about it that much. I mean, there is the PlayStation 1 games, which are different, and they look okay. I've seen a review of the second one and somewhat of the first, and it does not look good. This game is far better than those two. You've got 4 players. You've got great level design in terms of the tracks. You've got yourself the pit mode, which is like regular Destruction Derby, and it's so cool. I'll explain everything once we get to the script part. But yeah, we're going to be doing this, and it's going to be off emulator. So the frame rate is going to be 60 FPS for the most part. This game can barely run above 30 on its home console. So that's actually kind of sad, but it's really nice on PC. And I was also able to get the Nintendo 64 Switch controller to work on PC. You need like, what was it called? You need a Better Joy version 6.4, and it comes with drivers. You install the drivers, and then it'll recognize the N64 controller as what it should be, and you just need to connect it to Bluetooth. Most computers now come with a Bluetooth like adapter inside of it, so that should be okay for you. But yeah, I thought I would have to get a dongle and have to address it that way. But no, just sync it up with the sync button and turn your Bluetooth on. It'll be just fine. Or you can use a controller, connect it first, then unplug it. And then, well, not controller, take the controller, plug it in, then unplug it. Sorry, I can't speak. So you just do that, and then set Better Joy up, and then open your N64 emulator, and it will actually recognize it. So that's pretty damn nice. There's videos on it on how to do it out there, so go ahead and figure that out. Or just listen to what I just said. But I'm not going to provide any download links, because I don't know where they are. I forgot. So, yes. Anyway, enough of the talking about this. Let's get going to Destruction Derby 64.
This is post-edit Alex realizing that the footage itself has been a bit corrupted on the right side. This could be a issue of me doing this full screen of recording the footage. I'm not entirely sure. So please forgive the bugged out gameplay every now and then. I'll try to put something there to replace it. I'll see what I can do. But anyway, please enjoy the review.
Destruction Derby 64, to start off, is a 4-player racing destruction-based game. I guess you can call it a Destruction Derby. I'm sorry. Now, this is mostly a single-player experience. You can start with the World Championship, or you can go into time trials, or arcade mode. I recommend doing World Championship first to get a few decent cars that can withstand damage. The first time you play, you'll have the default cars that have the same stats, and only difference is the design models. They can last pretty okay in races, but in Destruction Derby matches, you will most likely die before hitting first place. Now, to get first place, you need to go through the track and hit oncoming cars and rack up points. If you get 30, you will get a time bonus, so don't mess around too long. Just keep driving forward. If you miss the car, you'll most likely loop and hit them the next time. Checkpoints. They also give you 20 points, but will eventually stop giving you time. So yes, now, the second type of stage are these Destruction Derby arenas, as I will call them. And what you just do is smash into cars. Though, the most points in general you want to hit the front of them. There's a health meter on the right, and the lower it goes, you will get an indicator from physical damage to white smoke, and if you're on the verge of death, black smoke will show up. Though it's funny when other cars have black smoke, you can just tap them and they blow up. It's actually really funny. Quickly, I'd like to talk about the performance differences. Now, if you have seen a graphical error on the right side, that's just the recording software, not the emulator. I was in full screen and then thought that might have screwed up my recording. So anyway, the N64 version of this game was about 30-ish FPS. But here,
it hits almost 60 almost all the time, making it way more responsive than the original, and with the resolution being much higher, you can see the cars coming at you at a better, view, which is probably why the original was so hard. You couldn't see them coming at you very easily. And another graphical difference was the pop-in with the buildings, and just the backgrounds in general. In the original, everything would pop up in front of you, but now most, if not all of it, is loaded in, and making the levels feel more alive, I guess you could say. So in terms of playing this, I would definitely recommend emulation. Now, that's a gray area because emulation is legal, but not getting the ROM. So yeah, do what you want. I won't stop you. Overall, how do the controls feel? Honestly, they feel great, especially for the N64 controller. You have accelerate with A, brake with B, and then C up will change your view, and R is for a U-turn styled brake. Definitely use an N64 NSO controller if you can for this, because, man, there's just no other way to play this other than, using a regular controller, of course, but it's just not the same. Because unless somebody modifies the controls, in the code, it just won't play correctly. So games like this, again, are best played with that controller. I have yet to talk about the time trial mode. We will do that. Now, if you've ever played a racing game, you know what it is, but you need to beat a race within a certain time. And in this, every stage has a car to get. So some are good, some are eh, and the best one is the Hot Rod, which has the best stats in the game and is well worth getting. Though, don't think you can beat these with the base cars. You will most likely be using the cars you unlocked from World Championship to get this. So, now, the soundtrack. My god, the soundtrack is amazing. You've been hearing it this whole time, and man, it's so damn good. I just love listening to it all the time. I honestly recommend just going on YouTube, giving it a listen. You probably will like it, honestly. Now, this may have been a short review, but let me know what you think of this game down below. And again, sorry for the weird emulation graphical issues from my recorder. Next time, I will make sure that it's correct. Anyway, my name is Alex, and I hope you enjoyed, and I will see you next time. Farewell.